The Art of Elegance. Mastering fine dining etiquette at French table in an era where first impressions are everything. Understanding fine dining manners is essential for those who wish to navigate high-end social settings with confidence. From the moment you step into a Michelin-starred establishment, every gesture, from how you hold your fork to when you make eye contact, can speak volumes about your sophistication. Fine dining transcends mere cuisine. It's an experience steeped in tradition and refinement. For the discerning patron seeking to elevate their dining journey, knowledge of proper etiquette becomes as crucial as selecting the perfect wine pairing. This guide will unravel the nuances that distinguish the well-mannered guest from the socially awkward diner. Understanding the fundamentals of fine dining experiences vary greatly depending on cultural contexts, but French restaurant etiquette sets the gold standard for elegance worldwide. The key lies in observing unspoken rules while maintaining natural poise. Remember, in fine dining establishments, your behavior reflects both personal taste and respect towards culinary artistry. A fundamental principle is the importance of reservations. Arriving without prior arrangements may lead to disappointment, especially during peak hours or special events. It demonstrates consideration for the restaurant's operations and ensures you receive personalized service from the outset. Upon arrival, a simple yet elegant greeting such as bonsoir or bonjour accompanied by a slight nod indicates respect and appreciation for the staff. A firm handshake with servers establishes immediate rapport, setting the tone for your entire meal. Seating arrangements often reflect hierarchy or occasion-specific needs. If unsure about your placement, politely ask the host or waiter for guidance rather than assuming positions. This shows awareness of formal seating protocols. Tucking napkins properly. When seated, gently tuck your napkin into your collar or lap, never under your plate. This action signifies that you're ready to begin your meal. Maintaining posture. Sit upright with relaxed shoulders. Leaning back too much suggests disinterest, while slouching appears disrespectful to the table setup. The intricacies of utensil usage. Navigating the array of cutlery presented before you requires careful attention to detail. In traditional French service, utensils are arranged according to course progression, making identification intuitive once familiarized. Observing others' movements subtly guides correct usage patterns. Beware of common pitfalls like crossing forks over knives, which resembles an aggressive gesture and is considered impolite. Always maintain proper grip on both implements. Keep fingers beneath the handle, not around the blade area. Soup consumption presents its own set of customs worth noting. Lifting the soup spoon from the outer edge allows smooth broth movement without splashing onto the bowl rim. Should you need to blow steam away, use only your upper lip and avoid direct breath contact with the food. Roux-based sauces require delicate handling since they tend to thicken easily. Avoid stirring excessively unless instructed otherwise. Let the chef showcase their technique through appropriate serving methods. In cases involving fish courses, utilize the small fork designated for removing bones rather than using your primary eating implement. This prevents any accidental bone fragments from appearing in your dish. Deciphering wine pairings and service protocols. Selecting wines that complement your meal enhances overall enjoyment significantly. While sommeliers expertly curate pairings based on flavor profiles, guests should remain open-minded and willing to try recommendations outside their usual preferences. When tasting wine, hold the glass by its stem rather than the bowl to prevent warming the liquid through hand contact. Swirling the contents aerates the wine, releasing aromas that contribute to full sensory evaluation. Sharing bottles across tables typically violates private dining norms, so order individual servings if desiring to sample various vintages. This respects each party's choice regarding alcohol consumption levels and presentation styles. The ritual of pouring wine follows strict procedures. Glasses should be filled approximately 1/3 full initially, allowing room for expansion during aging processes. Never pour directly from bottle to glass without intermediary decantation steps. If ordering dessert wines separately, ensure they're served after main dishes have been cleared completely. Sipping sweet wines prematurely might overwhelm palates prepared for savory flavors. Managing conversations amidst culinary delights. Elevated dining environments demand balanced interaction between conversation and meals. Engage in thoughtful discussions centered around food quality, menu creativity, or beverage characteristics instead of mundane topics that could overshadow the experience. Voice modulation plays a critical role in maintaining ambience harmony. Speak softly enough to preserve discretion among neighboring diners while still being audible within your group. Avoid shouting across the table, which disrupts the refined atmosphere. Topic selection should prioritize positivity and intellectual curiosity. Discuss travel adventures, artistic expressions, or recent cultural events rather than contentious issues that may create uncomfortable silences or disagreements. If a discussion turns sensitive, diplomatically steer conversations toward lighter themes like local attractions, upcoming festivals, or intriguing aspects of French culture witnessed firsthand. Celebrating special occasions with proper protocol. Honoring anniversaries, weddings, or other significant milestones requires heightened attentiveness to ceremonial traditions. Restaurants often provide commemorative menus featuring signature dishes tailored specifically for these occasions. Toasts serve as symbolic gestures acknowledging shared moments. Lift your glass slightly above heart level when raising a toast, then bring it down gradually after saying the chosen salutation. Eye contact with everyone present reinforces sincerity and inclusivity. Gift-giving conventions vary regionally, so research customary practices beforehand. Flowers are universally appreciated but should be delivered early enough to allow arrangement preparations. Jewelry or luxury items usually accompany written notes expressing heartfelt wishes. If celebrating privately inside the establishment itself, request exclusive access to certain areas beforehand. Some venues offer candlelit booths or private dining rooms equipped with amenities suitable for extended celebrations lasting several hours. Paying respect through gracious departure. A graceful exit begins long before leaving the premises. Express gratitude verbally towards waitstaff even during brief interactions, showing recognition of their efforts regardless of perceived perfection in service delivery. Complimentary feedback fosters ongoing improvements within hospitality industries. Mention specific elements like exceptional cheese platters or outstanding seafood preparation when providing constructive comments post-meal. Avoid abrupt departures without concluding your course entirely. Finish what remains on plates respectfully, signaling completion through subtle cues rather than suddenly standing up mid-bite. Thank you cards sent afterward personalize experiences further, creating memorable impressions beyond physical encounters. Handwritten messages convey genuine appreciation far better than generic digital communications. The role of personal hygiene in high society dining. Personal cleanliness impacts perceptions significantly in upscale environments. Maintain fresh breath through regular oral hygiene routines prior to attending events. Mint candies or gum help refresh palate naturally without overpowering scents. Ensure nails are trimmed neatly, free from excessive polish that might chip during mealtime activities. Clean hands thoroughly before touching face or hair, preventing transfer of germs unknowingly. Wearing perfume or cologne appropriately avoids overwhelming fellow patrons. Choose light fragrances that linger subtly rather than dominating ambient air quality indoors. Keep clothing wrinkle-free and stain-resistant through proper care techniques. Even minor imperfections become noticeable against premium fabrics used commonly in elite circles today. Adapting to global variations in dining customs while focusing primarily on French standards here, international travelers benefit immensely from cross-cultural awareness. Japanese dining rituals emphasize quiet reverence, contrasting sharply with animated European exchanges centered around lively debate. Indian banquets feature elaborate ceremonies surrounding food offerings, requiring respectful participation from attendees unfamiliar with religious significances behind particular dishes served communally. South American gauchos demonstrate characteristic flair through storytelling integrated seamlessly into meals, expecting active engagement rather than passive observation during feasts. Recognizing these differences enables global citizens to engage confidently anywhere without unintentionally offending hosts or companions due to lackadaisical approach towards learning basic customs relevant locally. Common misconceptions about fine dining etiquette. Many believe that rigid adherence to outdated rules defines true sophistication, but flexibility ultimately matters most in real-world applications. Modern interpretations continue evolving alongside changing societal values regarding interpersonal relations. Contrary to popular belief, casual attire isn't always frowned upon in certain boutique restaurants, embracing informal dress codes intentionally. Always check posted guidelines ahead of visits to ensure appropriateness of wardrobe selections. Some mistakenly think loud laughter equals fun, failing to realize it undermines solemnity expected during sophisticated gatherings focused equally on gastronomy and conversation alike. Overconfidence sometimes leads people to assume complete knowledge about obscure dining practices without actually verifying current trends through reliable sources available online nowadays. Conclusion: mastery of fine dining manners goes beyond memorization of isolated facts. It involves cultivating grace under pressure situations encountered regularly throughout life's grandest affairs. By internalizing these principles consistently, individuals gain invaluable skills applicable far beyond restaurant walls, including professional networking opportunities where polished demeanor makes lasting positive impressions essential for career advancement.